Hi everyone, welcome to another Terrain Direct video. So in this video we can see we've got like the start of the Terrain Circle challenge from IDIC beer. So basically what I've decided to do is build another version of an Elder Webway. A few years ago I went back, sorry I'm calling it a webway and it's really not, but it's going to be part of that sort of collective. So I've still not got a name for what it's going to be yet. Basically, so a couple of years back I built an Elder Webway, and I decided to take this in another different direction. So I've came up with this. So I've made my base and coated that in heavy sand, undercoated it with dark grey, then went over and dry brushed over with light grey and then white. And then I've built these foam floating staircase over here. I'll try and show you holding up. The whole piece is actually really light, so I've built this sort of floating staircase. I don't know if you can see through the lens. I've still got some touching up to do, because when I built the staircase I had to number each step, because each piece actually fits into itself. So, and I've got another part of the step at the bottom down here, which is the last step at the bottom, that will slot inside there like that, and then I'll glue that into position. And we've got this platform here which will be fixed at that point there, so it's like another step, so that's actually higher than this point here. So I want to give like the illusion that it's a multi sort of leveled piece. And then I have made some handrails which is going to need to be trimmed down and then all put together. So I've basically plaited some milliput and actually made them into, well, I've actually got there's just a few here, to say the least. They're all curved, and I lined them all up around there and then did a second line all the way around and a third line, so there's actually quite a lot of those. That did take an astonishingly amount of long time to do. And then I've got these little pieces to make. These will be put into here. See if I can bring this forward, because obviously none of this is going to be stuck just yet. And they'll have these pieces sort of pushed into them to the next piece, and then so there'll be multiple of these on here all the way around, to give off like a rail, like a fencing rail all the way around the top. And then from the back I'm going to have another. If you remember my first piece of terrain, the square challenge, I had this big long sort of curved piece coming over the top, and then in the middle I had a sphere with LEDs mounted inside it. Now this time I'm going to take this to the next level, and I'm going to have this swooping curve coming over the top just like the last one. I'm going to try and make it identical to the last one, coming over here, and I'm going to mount right in the middle, in the middle of the air, a sphere ball. Now, at the time when I built the last one, I wanted to do this, but unfortunately, technology wasn't up to where I wanted to be with this. But now I have spotted a couple of promising things that I can do to suspend a ball in mid-air and make it look like it's floating, and give the illusion that this little ball, someone could step off this platform through the ball and get teleported somewhere. That's the effect that I wanted the last time, and I couldn't do that because there was nothing out there that I could do that with, but now there is. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is just yet, just in case it doesn't work and then I look like I've got egg on my face. But this, what I'm planning to do is build a sweeping curve, have this ball mounted in the middle. Obviously it's going to need to be powered because there's going to be LEDs inside it, and so it'll be suspended in the middle, powered, so it'll have this bright blue light coming out, covering the miniature. So that's where I plan to do. So basically I'm just waiting for the balls to get here. I don't think they're going to be here in time because the balls, actually the only place I could find them was in China, and I've only ordered them today. So the ball might not be there, but I can mount the LED in the middle ready. So then I can just click the ball on. But like I said, I'm not officially entering this competition anyway. I'm just doing it just to give my support, and so anybody else can see the sort of other potentials that's out there to help them with their model terrain making. So if there's anything else on this model that I haven't discussed, or you'd like to know further in depth on how I did that, just leave me a comment and I'll run through it, because at the moment with this I'm just pretty much putting it together as and when I do it. So if you want to leave me a comment on how I did something, give me a shout and I'll run through it, even make like a follow-up video about it. So thanks very much and happy wargaming, guys.